Okay, welcome everyone to this NetSuite 2018.2 new webinar. My name is Stephanie Wouters and I'm the business developer at NetProfitbuilders. As you may already have heard, NetProfitbuilders is now part of the HR Path group. HR Path is a global HR and finance solution leader that offers a comprehensive package of services ranging from strategic support to the introduction of integrated tools in the area of financial and HR management. As you can see, the group is partner of multiple leading cloud ERP solutions, such as Oracle NetSuite, but also SAP and Workday. Next to that, we offer services like outsourcing of payroll, for example, consulting services, and we also developed an HR business intelligence solution, Birdie. HR Path was founded in 2001, and today we have more than 800 people and support more than 1,200 customers from our subsidiaries in 15 countries. The head office is located in Paris, and because we have offices in Asia and North America, you can say that we really have a global presence. Our NetSuite team will have 10 people by the end of this year and operates from the main office in Antwerp and also from Amsterdam, Paris, and Malaga. Because we have a lot of people living all over Europe, we can serve you in more than 10 languages, including exotic languages such as Romanian, Russian, Turkish, Albanese, etc. As a NetSuite solution provider, we want to become a leading European partner with a focus on the following 3 elements. First of all, we want to help multi-subsidiary implementations in multiple countries, currencies, languages, accounting, and tax systems. And we also want to focus on the professional services, as well on wholesale and distribution and manufacturing. And last but not least, with our HR management capabilities, we are also able to support you during change management and to train your people by working with the new system. Your presenter for today is Massimo Moretti. Massimo is digital business strategics and global NetSuite architect. He was amongst the first consultants to start exploring NetSuite already in 1999. And in 2003, he became a certified NetSuite consultant and co-founded one of the first 2 solution providers in the UK. Over the years, Massimo has gained a rich experience assisting dozens of companies to implement NetSuite in many worldwide countries. The objective of today is to provide you with a clear understanding of the upcoming changes in NetSuite 2018.2 and enable you to consider what is applicable to your company and where NetProfitbuilders can assist you. First of all, I need to show you the safe harbor statement of NetSuite. And now I give the microphone to Massimo, who will lead you further into the new features.
Thank you, Stephanie. Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's session. Today, we are presenting some of the new features available in NetSuite 2018-2. As you are aware, NetSuite has introduced more than 80 new features and or changes in this release. We have, of course, selected just a few of them to be presented today. Let's start with the new one, which is the 2-factor authentication, which is required for NetSuite access as an administrator and other highly privileged roles. For enhanced security, NetSuite 2018-2 requires 2-factor authentication for administrators, full access, and other privileged roles with NetSuite accounts. This requirement includes access to production, sandbox development, and release preview accounts. The administrator and full access roles are designated as a 2FA authentication. And this is required by default and it is important to mention that cannot be removed. There are some roles that it is possible to designate them as a 2FA access. So this feature is completely customizable. Any standard or customized roles that include these permissions are indicated in the mandatory 2FA column on the two-factor authentication roles page. So it is possible to activate these at role level. Of course, this functionality reduces the chance of the account being hacked into from someone and protects data with extra secure measures. There are 4 ways in which you can access NetSuite now. You can either download an authenticator application. You can either receive an SMS from NetSuite with a 6-digit code, a telephone call, or it is possible to download a certain number of backup codes that then you can use without using the aforementioned ways. The second part, the second feature, is the CSV import for mass create and mass update. As you are aware, now it is possible to share also customers among subsidiary. So the multi-subsidiary customer feature permits you to share customer and sub-customer records with multiple subsidiaries. And then, of course, it is possible to select these subsidiaries in core transaction. The primary subsidiary assigned to a customer is generally then associated with any transactions involving that customer. However, you can also associate transactions with any secondary subsidiary assigned to the customer. The subsidiary that you select on the transaction then persists throughout the transaction workflow. For example, when you select a subsidiary on a sales order, that subsidiary appears then in the underlying invoice. NetSuite 2018-2 enables users, this is a very important feature, of course, with roles and with the CSV file permission, to import 2 new record types. The customer subsidiary relationship and vendor record types basically enable you to add multiple subsidiaries to vendor and customer records and update those records accordingly. Let's talk now about the period end journals. The standard NetSuite behavior of calculating consolidation and year-end closing dynamically in financial reports meets the requirements of many companies and subsidiaries. But there are some companies, especially those located in Europe, that they need a different approach when they close the period. So basically, they need to record entries in the general ledger for income statement, closing, and consolidation journals. Beginning with 2018-2, the period end journal entries features automates posting period end journals to record consolidation and income statement closing journals to the general ledger. The period close checklist includes a create period end journals. Now you will find it in the application. And of course, this feature needs to be enabled. The feature needs to be, as I was saying, to be activated in the enable feature table. And the good thing about this feature is that it does not need to be applied to all your subsidiaries. So you can cherry pick which subsidiary in your group needs to activate this specific functionality. Of course, this feature cannot be enabled for elimination subsidiaries. Let's see this time of management and timesheet integration. As you are aware, there is a new module called the Suite People. This is something that at the moment we really would like to see it and to implement it. But this feature is extremely important because now the time off is associated with the project and the project task. First of all, it is necessary to create a time of type, such as a vacation, for example. When the time of request is then approved, the project associated time of type is reflected on the time entries and the weekly timesheets. When the time of management feature is enabled, a time of sub-tab is added to the employee records. From here, you can assign a time of plan to each employee and look up their current time of balances. Employees assigned to a time of plan can then submit time of requests and look up the balances from the employee center for the time of type they are eligible for, based on the rules defined on the previous plan. Of course, if your role then has the appropriate permission, it is possible, for example, if you are a supervisor, you receive an email notification when you have time of requests that require approval. So it is possible, basically, it is a normal NetSuite approval routing. Let's talk about NetSuite WMS and the new features. In 2018 too, we will have the support for inventory status. The inventory status is something that it's already there in NetSuite. And you know, before this functionality, in order to keep a product separate, let's say from a good status to a quarantine status, you needed to move it to a different location. Now with the status, basically you can have in the same location products with different status. And the good thing now is that these functionalities are WMS level. And so with this feature, it is possible to associate attributes to items and then in order to drive internal processes. For example, it is possible to create an inspection status for items that are pending quality control inspection. You can also choose to make inventory associated with each status available or unavailable to be allocated to orders. Of course, you don't want to ship products that do not match your standard quality. It is possible, for example, to create an unavailable status of damaged products to associate with the underlying items that, of course, should not be sold. What is good about this functionality is that if you, for example, you are an operator in a warehouse environment and you need to change the status of a product, you can approach the shelf where the product is located, scan it, and from your device you can change the status. Again, we now support the intercompany subsidiary fulfillment. What is the intercompany cross subsidiary fulfillment? It is basically it's a new way to fulfill your orders using NetSuite. As you are aware, at intercompany level, normally you have intercompany sales orders and purchase orders. You have transfer orders. So there are transactions that you need to create in order to fulfill intercompany sales orders. But here, what I would like to show you, basically, it depends how you want, how you organize your shipping strategy. You can have, for example, these two examples. The one on the left is called the centralized. Why? Because basically you can nominate one subsidiary as the central order administration. So all the sales orders are received into this subsidiary, and then this subsidiary can access the stock of multiple subsidiaries within the group. Now, as you are aware in NetSuite, when you fulfill a sales order, you are normally restricted to look at the locations that belong to the underlying subsidiary. In this way, basically, you can access the stock of the subsidiaries that you nominate. Of course, you need to configure this functionality. And then, in a way, you become, we can call it an Amazon-like fulfillment center. Why? Because you can fulfill according to the proximity of your customer to your warehouse. In the second case, what we call the federal, it's a little bit different. What you centralize is the fulfillment, and you allow all your subsidiaries independently to receive sales orders from the customers, and then you will end up fulfilling all these sales orders from one centralized fulfillment center. This, of course, because basically the receiving subsidiary is only fulfilling your order, there is no need to create intercompany transfer orders and intercompany purchase and sales orders. But what is suggested is that, let's say, at the end of the month, the subsidiary that has fulfilled all your orders can create one unified intercompany sales order where they indicate all the sales orders that they have fulfilled for you. So in this case, we have simplified and streamlined the intercompany fulfillment and the shipment of orders. Internationalization, I think this also is a very important feature because what we have now is the advanced manufacturing, especially for companies that manufacture. This is a very important feature because now it has been translated in 22 languages, which are basically the languages supported by NetSuite. And language localization will be applied to the following, to the menus and the sub-menus, the record and the field labels, also the alt text, the advanced manufacturing form labels, the sales searches associated with advanced manufacturing data, and user interfaces including capacity planning, finite scheduling, traveler generation, scanners, and tablet in both normal and real-time modes. You know that in NetSuite Advanced Manufacturing, it is possible to set up your tablet in real-time modes, but where basically you input data on real-time, or you can have it in the, what's called the normal way, where you can basically input all the shop floor data at the end of the day or when you decide to do it. Here in the slides, sorry Stephanie, if you can go back to the two slides of the advanced manufacturing. Yeah, you can see there are two Asian languages. One is Chinese, and the other one should be Korean. Also, the suite answers has been translated in German and French and Chinese. This also simplifies the way in which foreign customers can use this feature. Now, what we would like to discuss also today is, okay, the customer center is not strictly related to 2018-2. It was there for many years, but it is just an idea on how you can use this very important functionality, because basically it is standard. and you know, it is possible through the customer center to give access to your customers, and the customers, they can basically make payments, print statement, see all the transactions, they can place orders, see all the orders and the statuses, see the estimates, they can request a return, so they can initiate a return. And also they can also initiate what is the support tickets and so on and so forth. But it is also possible at this level to customize, of course, if you have HTML skills, and so you have resources that are able and capable to do this. It is possible to add specific tabs which are completely customizable, so you define them, and it is possible basically to introduce HTML code inside, and so in a way it is possible, although you are engaging with a B2B customer, it is possible to publish data as if it is a B2C platform. Stefan, if you go to informs, yeah, this, for example, can be this can be an example, and of course at this level you can also interact with your customers. Not only that, but it is also possible to upload videos, because you can basically embed videos from YouTube or from other platforms. And another thing which is extremely important for the customer center is that it is also possible to publish data from NetSuite. So, for example, if you want to publish the stock level for a specific customer, you can do that. So you can create a save search, and then in the audience tab, it is possible for you to indicate what customers can actually access the customer center and then see this report. So this is a feature that we think should be exploited more, because it provides it allows you basically to engage with your customers using a B2B platform, which is native in NetSuite, and which is also very easy to maintain.
Thank you very much, Massimo, for your presentation. So I would also like to thank you, the audience, very much for your attention during this webinar. If you have any additional questions of the new features, don't hesitate to contact me via email or phone, and we will go deeper into your questions and needs. We can also help you with the upgrade to this new version, or to help you exploring these new features in deeply for your organization. We will send definitely the link of the recording of this webinar via email, so you can have another look at it or share it with your colleagues internally. Thank you very much.